her size and physicality, getting inside, and other moments in some of the outside shooting.
Stays with Rose, 9 on the shot clock. 4 gold medalists we mentioned are all on the floor now, including Stewart, the co-founder and team captain of Mist. 10 first quarter points on 5 of 7 shooting. Copper looks to blow by Rakia Jackson. Skying for the board, Brianna Stewart. Leading Unrivaled in rebounding, just under 13 a game. Picks up her dribble, Lloyd, catch and shoot. Back comes Rose. Taylor hinted at this to Gabby. It's a 72-foot court here at Unrivaled. Full court 3-on-3. Angel Reese on the O glass. Thought she was hit, no call. Stewart carves out space. Jackson in the pocket. Good look.
That's a great creation of a shot.
Mist has made 9 field goals, 7 assisted. Copper is fouled on the drive by Jackson.
Interesting, though, that was a great creation of a corner three. We haven't seen a ton of corner three. So much is played above the break of this three-point line, and everyone's spread and balanced. And I think that's been the interesting part to watch, how players continue to figure out best spaces on the floor and how to utilize those type of angles and balance.
This free throw is worth 2 points for Kalia Copper, 3 for 5 in the early part of the season for Rose. Neither team has made a field goal here in the second quarter. Both squads 0 for 4.
And there have been good looks. They're just not going down. A lot of it has been perimeter shooting.
Shot clock down to 5 for Brianna Stewart. At the elbow, connects. 12 for Stewie. She talked to us the other day about figuring out pace and having that balance of speeding up or slowing things down. In first quarter, she's found it today.
I think the fun part, you watch it right here, a situation like this, you're looking to push and shoot quick. But when
Reese on the other end converts for Rose.
When you kind of get the pulse of the game, of areas to slow it down.
First bucket for Reese. Stewart counters with the lay-in of her own. 14 for Stewart.
Because think about how often she's a coast-to-coast player. She rips a rebound, she's looking to go.
Copper, nice cut off the ball. Now a 3-on-1 develops for Mist. Corner pocket, this time it goes, Sarah. It's Lloyd. Timeout, Rose. (28-26), Mist leading.
Hey, good shot, but listen to me. I'm gonna say this to y'all one more time. In transition, look at the rim first, Jewel. Until they stop you, keep your dribble. You made the pass to Stewie early. Keep your dribble. If she's there, she'll be there late. Okay? Hey, great job. Way to keep scrapping. Way to keep scrapping. Keep scrapping. Hey, listen. We're gonna run 2 side high. Right? And I'm gonna run it for you. Full handle. Kia. Got you. Salute. Salute handle. Listen to what we're doing. Salute's in coverage. She is in coverage. Okay? Make sure you can negotiate your unders and overs. Hey, set it. We go here. Hit Rakia. Salute. Go under and set the rip. Look at this. Stewie, wait. Hard. Okay? On it. If it's not there, Rakia. Play with Salute. Salute, turn the corner. Here we go. Here we go. Dominate on 3. 1, 2, 3. Dominate. You see that? Go high and wait.
And a lot of what Phil Handy is talking about is just a situational basketball of where you're putting the ball, whose hands it's in, and then how to play off of that. Again, we talk about players that have gravity. Brianna Stewart being one of those that attracts so much attention from the defense. So because of that, she can space out her teammates and potentially make decisions based on whether she has her own or she can get it to her teammate.
Azarae Stevens getting downhill, but Stewart with the rejection. Vandersloot with the hands. 4 seconds for Rose. Stevens knows it and hits. That's a 3 for Stevens. Rose retakes the lead. We've had several lead changes in this first half. We're up to 10 in this game so far. Vandersloot faced up by Hull, an all-time defender at Stanford, beating Stewart. Short rims the three. Chelsea Gray always has her head on a swivel. Hull has a shield, fires, got it. We will step aside from Miami. Azare Stevens from deep, Lexi Hull as well, Unrivaled on True TV.
The game is changing, but what drives the game never will. What you have inside. It refuses to be ignored. It is what
This season, you will be the head coach of Rose Basketball Club. Try it on. This season, you will be the head coach of.
Can I call you Rose? Cause you're sweet like a flower.
Is just about the motion, the movement, and constantly showing that type of energy.
We talked to Chelsea Gray last week, and she said, that girl, Lexi Hull, she can shoot the rock. She's been finding her today. Stevens just grazes the iron. Gray's got 4 assists so far on the night, averages 6 a night. Aaliyah Edwards, productive minutes so far for Mist. Absorbs some contact. Gray pushes pace, pulls up.
It was interesting talking with Courtney Williams, who was on our broadcast last night, who we'll see in the later game tonight. And she said, you can get a shot anytime you want, which is true with the spacing of 3-on-3. It's about the decisions of what type of shots you're taking. And I think that's been the work in progress for players and for these teams.
Stevens looks to lob it to Hull. Turnover Rose. 8th turnover of the half, pardon me. And despite that, a 6-point lead. They've shot the ball well, just a smidge under 50%, 4 of 8 from distance.
In some of that, I think credit missed defense, and they're shooting the gaps, they're getting in passing lanes, they're denying well. Also, the Rose are taking some chances. And that's a part of how they play and how they pass.
Hall boxes out, and they will penalize. Nope, they'll change the call. The officials conferred. They're going to get Stewart for her 3rd personal.
And most of them, if not all of them, have been on the offensive end, I think.
Yeah. And she has a conversation with the officials. So that's the 3rd on Stewart. 3rd as a team against Mist. Exceed 4, you put the opponent in the bonus. We come up on a minute to go in the first half. Lexi Hull, what a bright spot. Edwards swallows that basketball. Staying here, 7 seconds on the shot clock. All Copper and Gray. Small ball lineup for Nola Henry. Copper, jab step, fires. Knocks out by Edwards. That is her 4th rebound. Jackson working in the post. Edwards. Tapped out by Jackson. Lloyd. Edwards a 3. Book it.
Teams are cashing in on those second chance opportunities. So often they're coming from underneath the basket. You get a pass out like that, it's almost like shooting practice.
7 offensive rebounds combined in the half. Hull spins and finishes. How about Lexi Hull? 15 points in this first half.
And it's been a lot of patience. Picking her spots, also teammates finding her.
Lloyd searching and got clobbered by Copper.
There's been a handful of players we see that don't often necessarily create a bunch on their own or how they play, whether it's a set shooting 3, that are getting an opportunity to showcase some of those added skills.
Jackson puts Hull on the ground. And Gray fouls Rakia Jackson, heading to the line, 1 worth 2 points.
End of the quarter, you like to see this out of Rakia Jackson. A little bit quiet here, dissimilar to what we've seen so far this Unrivaled season in the first few games. She's someone who can score, and you need her to be more assertive at it.
Now a perfect 4 for 4 from the free throw line here in Miami. 7.8 for Rose. Rapid offense. Copper makes it home. 40-34, 1.9 remains in the half. Jackson did not get the shot off in time. 6-point lead for Rose. Lexi Hull with 15 points on 6 of 8 shooting. 11 from Copper. And Rose at the edge in that second quarter. Stay tuned for your Unrivaled halftime show presented by Ford. We'll break down the first half when we return to Miami.
I need all the wins. Big mama.
8:44. It's currently January 2nd. And
Times last night for Cloud9, looking to do it again against Lunar Owls. Phantom coming off its first win. Moments ago, speaking of Lunar Owls, Taylor Rooks caught up with Shakira Austin.
Undefeated, Skylar Diggins-Smith.
A target on your back when you finish the first initial weekend 2-0. So we come in, we don't let our bad days continue to stack. We check ourselves and we just want to continue to up our level and know that, the people are going to come for us and we're ready.
Well, going into this third game, what personal improvements have you felt yourself make, and how do you want to impact the game tonight?
Well, as a team, I think we've started off great. We're going to continue to build slowly, but me personally, I feel like I have so much more I need to give for my team. We've been able to come out with the dub, but I know if I up my level of play and my finishes and just my confidence overall at the level that I know I need it to be, it's going to continue to be a lot of wins.
Yeah, and tonight you're going up against Brittany Griner, Satu Sabali, both who had amazing games last night. What do you have to do defensively against this team?
We just have to switch it up, continue to be aggressive with them, make them think twice about what they're going to do, make them doubt themselves a little bit, and just go out there and do what we do.
Thank you so much for your time, and good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Back to you.
Well, Lunar Owls looks to hooty-hoo again tonight and go to 3-0 on the season. Game one of our doubleheader, Rose leads 40-34. We'll be back for more forward halftime in Miami.
Instantly. DraftKings, these are...
I am heading to Unrivaled in Miami. She's going to join there.
All right, it was well worth it.
We ride. Guys, Angel just came in the locker room and said I look thick.
We're not in the locker room.
Or, sorry, the training room.
I didn't know that was you back there.
Yes, all me. Guys,
We play defense too. We play defense too.
At Media Pro, let's look at our game summary presented by Miller Lite. Rose leading by 6, 40.
Evened out. The three-point shooting is the big difference. So for the Miss, trying to manufacture not only better looks, but also being more effective from deep is something that could change the complexion of this game.
Encouraging sign for Phil Handy's club, Sarah. 10 assists. That already surpasses their average per game. But Rose getting contributions from the most unlikely person based on the production through the first couple of games. Lexi Hall had just played 9 minutes in the first 2 games of the season. 3 points, 1 of 2 shooting. Tonight, in 7 minutes, 15 points on 6 of 8 shooting.
She's been really active and aggressive out of the gates, whether it's putting on the deck, she can hit three-point looks, but overall too, her activity on the defensive end has made a big difference when you look at how she's been able to just generate an easy, quick flow into the offense.
Nice view from the Sephora sound booth, the DJ doing their thing.
They have been excellent.
Been good.
This is the environment, the energy, the vibe, everything, immaculate.
On a Saturday night, a beautiful day. We should add to in Miami. It's been cold here. For Mist in search of its first win. Same for Rose. Kalia Copper getting downhill as she did to start the game. And Rose leads by 8, the biggest tonight. Copper comes hard around the screen. Remember, Mist yesterday with a leg injury. And Reese and Craig have words to share for our referee, Josh Reed.
Well, you can understand the issue here because it looks like Jewel Lloyd just trips off that play. She bobbles the ball with some quick hands again by Reese, and then it looked like she just tripped over the basketball.
Second personal foul on Angel Reese. Dumped by Lloyd. Stewart with the lay-in. 16 for Stewart, had 10 in the first quarter.
In that first quarter, it was her and Jewel Lloyd. The great chemistry in the two-man game off of those ball screens.
Copper off the mark from 3.
The second quarter felt like the Mist were just taking a lot of tough shots.
Good job not fouling by Reese. Handles the rock up floor. Reese driving hard to the basket. And a jump ball. They don't actually jump it here at Unrivaled. Possession arrow means missed ball.
See the good hands by Stewart to create the jump ball.
Lloyd running the show. Stop and start. Jewel Lloyd just missed it.
A couple of those. So Stewart with a miss there at the basket. Now Lloyd. Those are the ones that you need.
Her return just 2 of 8 from the floor. There's Reese for 2. Rose 44, Mist 36. Let's welcome in Taylor Brooks.
Thanks so much, Brendan. Here with Lexi Hull, having a phenomenal game, 15 points so far. What's really working out there, allowing you to get good shots?
I think a lot of it's just keeping moving on the offensive side. There's a lot of room to cut and make plays, and my teammates, Chelsea's doing a really good job of finding me back door, so just trying to find those open, easy looks.
What is it like playing with somebody like Chelsea Gray, who is always so creative with the basketball? And great shot there by Kalia Copper, but playing with Chelsea Gray out here.
I mean, it's really fun. She's a hell of a passer, so a hell of a playmaker, so it's really fun just to be able to make reads off of her. I feel like we're building chemistry out there, being able to see when each other's going to cut, so it's been a lot of fun.
Lastly, your head coach showed us that in this game, you needed to make it hard for them, make them uncomfortable. How are you all doing that so far?
I think just really locking on our scout. We know players' tendencies, so just trying to take advantage of those matchups.
All right, keep killing it. Thanks, Lexi. Back to you, Brendan.
Okay, Taylor, Lexi, great stuff. Jewel Lloyd just finished and 1, completes it, 3-point play, Missed within 6. 5-ish minutes to go here in the third. Of course, at the end of 3, then we find out what that winning score becomes. So it's pivotal to chip away if you're missed. On the contest there by Stewart, they're going to get Copper for contact on Stewart to the head area. It's the second on Copper. Rose with 2 team fouls, Missed still 0. Fouls on Reese.
That was a quick one.
Yeah.
Far away from the hoop, too.
Stevens looks to keep up with Stewart. Nice finish, high off glass. Well, Rose said we want to combat the congestion of Mist. And as for the Mist side, they expect switching with the big lineup at times with Stevens and Reese on the floor. That's no longer the case with Reese now on the bench. Lloyd, 3. Long rebound, Jackson. Missed 2 for 10 from distance. Lloyd now 2 for 5. They cannot knock down the 3 so far in the early part of the year. Copper, that's tough. Copper.
And those long rebounds and missed threes often lead to the leak outs.
Lloyd gets drilled on the other end by Stevens.
So for as much as we can talk about turnovers, also shot selection plays into runouts for opponents. And the Rose have taken advantage of that in many cases with the miss. Three.
Try that 5 times fast.
No, thank you.
Here are Jewel Lloyd's numbers. handling the ball a lot today as the point guard in the starting lineup with Vandersloot off the bench.
Right, and I also think another aspect of the three-point shots the Miss have been taking, a lot of them have been pull-ups. They're off the dribble, they're in transition. Sometimes you need to get to the second side, create some more ball movement, do it off of screening actions that will give you more quality looks.
A breather for Gray. Brittany Sykes back in. 3 seconds on the shot clock for Azare Stevens. Shielded by Jackson. Copper gets it off in time. Tracked down by Lloyd. Missed down by 4. Both clubs in search of their first wins of the season. Stevens got the hands in. Nice deflection. Now Nola Henry, head coach of Rose, has the entire second unit in. Hull, Sykes, and Stevens.
And Stevens has done a good job. You see the dig down there. She's done a good job running the second at players when she can.
Top finish there by Brianna Stewart, who has 20 points, 8 boards, working on her third double-double in 4 unrivaled games. Brittany Sykes, bouncing, firing. Lloyd on top of it, missed a chance to tie or take the lead. 3.5 to go in the third. Stewart hanging in traffic, no. Sykes can push it and lay it home. Timeout, Phil Handy. 51-47, Rose.
Sykes taking advantage of that miss by Stewart, and on the run, she's unable to get back. That's a wide open bucket for Sykes as the Rose lead by 4.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce me.
Which you do you want to be today? At TJ Maxx,
Can I call you Rose?
And what?
Stay down, Lee. Stay down, Lee. Stay down. Good. Stay down. Stay down. Yep, let's go. Come on, attack the basket. Back. Come on. Match up. Match up. Solid. Box. Box. Let's go. Come on, Lee. Take care of it. Don't settle. Don't settle. Yep, turn the corner, Key.
We love us some Phil Handy. He is exceptional. You see his energy and you feel the words. Do your work early. That becomes so important with how this game is played, the positioning that you're able to get. And also for a coach like Handy and understanding the nuances of development, the nuances of what these players, you see that in their growth throughout the course of the game and how they're making adjustments. A big reason why they've been able to cut into this deficit, but they're going to need some more of it here to close this third quarter off strong.
A well-established assistant coach in the NBA. He went to 6 straight finals on 3 championship staffs. Cleveland, Toronto, the LA Lakers. He's worked with NBA stars. He's worked with Juju Watkins, and he wants to be a head coach.
With everyone. But that's a part of it too. He's been around winners.
We get a foul called just in front of us. On that right block, Rakia Jackson is the guilty party. That's her third in the act of shooting. So Stevens is at the line. 1 free throw worth 2 points. Looking to extend the lead for Rose. A chance to go up 6. We'll go over to Taylor.
It's been really fun, watching Azure Stevens here, Brendan. As Nola Henry was saying, that she's just seen a different side of her in 3-on-3, taking pride in her defense a little more, that she understands she's playing against 4 or 5 of the best players in the world, and it just requires a high level of compete, that she has a grounded understanding of pace and tempo. And Chelsea Gray said you can tell she's played 3-on-3, knows when to switch, when to help, knows her angles, and she's having a really solid game tonight, guys.
Thank you, Taylor. Stevens, a champion in 2021 with Kalia Copper in Chicago. Candace Parker, Vandersloot.
And I love that, Taylor, what you were saying, and also circling back to your interview with Lexi Hull, because Hull was talking about tendencies of players, and I think sometimes those tendencies adjust in the 3-on-3 game. These players know one another for many years, in many cases, about 5-on-5, but how that shifts and how that changes. And I think you see that, and I think you see, to the point about a different side of Azure Stevens, what she's been able to do as well on the defensive end.
Missed in the bonus for the remaining 2:28 of the third. Lloyd knocks it down, one worth 2, 53-49. And defensively, Nola Henry is proud of the pride taken by Stevens. In this case, the big making the nice pass to Hull. And Reese is on the bench with 4 fouls, so Stevens anchoring the back end is super important. Lloyd working at the nail. Stop and start by Jewel Lloyd. And there's Edwards to clean it up. Sykes bursting ahead. Stevens for 3. Got them all!
That is some tremendous ball movement, and it all started with how lightning quick Sykes was up the court, because she drew in the defense all the way to the basket, making the extra pass.
Oh, that's not Reese.
But look, we gotta stop fouling. We gotta stop fouling. No more fouls. The rest of the game, no more. The rest of the quarter, no more fouls. Let's go back to that swing elbow, but now let's flare it. Flare it, flare it, flare it. Yeah, ball fake, ball fake.
Here we go.
Turn the corner, make sure you space. Good job attacking the rim. We gotta get back. Okay? Get back in trash. Come on. Dominate. 1, 2, 3. Dominate. Come on.
Go right here.
Under 2 to go here in the third. Both head coaches deliver their messages. The Rose bench has been phenomenal. 33 points from Hall, Sykes, and Stevens. That's the trio on the floor. For missed out of the timeout by Phil Handy. An offensive foul, so they give the ball right back. And that's costly for Mist because they want to get back closer to that 58, establishing that winning score.
No question.
Stevens, bounce feed, Sykes. Missed ball. Nola Henry made her message clear. Stop fouling.
Stop. If you look at the third quarter, 6 fouls for the Rose to just 1 for the Mist. And also just what that does in terms of stressing.
Sykes on the attack. Now you see me, now you don't. It's Lexi Hull for 2.
Well, what did we hear from Phil Handy in the timeout? Transition defense, make sure you're getting back. Rose has been running, and they're taking advantage.
And a foul against Sykes, and that will put Mist at the line. Trying to cut into this 9-point deficit and be within striking distance of the winning score.
So both the things that we heard the coaches talk about in the timeout, team still having trouble doing. Give credit, though. You had mentioned the bench and the reserves for Nola Henry, how she's been pushing the right buttons and figuring out what works, and that's a part of just understanding your team, and the longer that this goes along, who's working well together and how to ride the hot hands.
60-53. Rose can take this possession under a minute. Lexi Hull.
1 minute.
Comes Vandersloot. Big possession for Mist. Edwards has already made a 3 tonight. They try to double Stewart. Missed the bunny. Sykes. Blazing speed. Couldn't lay it in. Vandersloot, sense of urgency. Courtney Vandersloot and the foul. It's a big bucket for Mist to get within 5. And Vandersloot can shrink the deficit to 4 at the line.
Tough take. Using that right hand to be able to draw the foul. We see that so often with her. And watch where her eyes are at. Hull comes through and just rakes her on that right arm as she's coming up. I think she's going away from the basket. She's able to slip in.
Mist has been phenomenal at the free throw line. 8 of 10 last night against Phantom. 7 of 8 today. 4-point game. As of now, the winning score would be 71. An untimed fourth quarter. Stevens, step back 3. Going the other way, it's over the back by Rose. Wow, so Mist is going to get a chance at the free throw line to possibly cut this to 2.
Is significant. Possibly cut it to 2, and depending how things shake out, you can get a stop and get a push, and you could tie this up or take the lead if you play your cards right.
So Hull has 4 fouls. Reese has been on the bench for the majority of the third with 4 personals as well. Edwards is at the line. She is 1 for 3 so far here in Miami. Big free throw. It's a 2-point game with 22.3 remaining. Mist has 14 free throw points. Copper back in the ball game. Through the legs, Copper, crossover, a foul. Mist had 1 to give. Just the second committed here in the third. Phil Handy's team can come up with a stop. You get the feeling Mist has seized some momentum. Side out of bounds. Copper, Sykes, and Stevens, the trio for Rose. 8.4, shot clock off. Sykes picks up the dribble, falling away. No, rebound Jackson. 3 seconds. Mist has a chance to maybe establish the score. No foul. Okay, so the winning score is 71 as we head to the fourth quarter. 13 needed for Mist, 11 for Rose. We're having a blast here on True TV. You're watching Unrivaled on True TV. We're presented by Samsung Galaxy.
We about to level up. We about to level up.
The next icon of vacations, Star of the Seas. Book today. In the Waverhood, every delivery is a treat.
1 pistachio for you, sir.
One.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Monday, Tuesday.
This is take me to the Rose Room. Where's the Rose Room at? Okay, all right. Well, y'all did y'all big one. All right.
Yeah, y'all did that.
They said we the biggest. The biggest.
Okay, content.
And we got a cute little color. I'm not trying to shade. I mean, like, cause what is that? Oh.
Now you know people is recording.
We need to get Taylor on this. Isn't she the pro of swag? I do.
Shout out Georgia. Shout out Atlanta.
Great stuff. Sarah Kustok, Taylor Rooks, Brendan Glasheen. Fourth quarter is underway. Game one of our doubleheader. Unrivaled on True TV. 60-58. Rose leads by 2. The winning score is 71. Nice cut by Copper. Couldn't lay it home. And the fourth quarter is commercial free. Brought to you by AT&T. No look pass. Vandersloot. And Edwards got the roll.
Brendan, you talk so much about the importance of Mist cutting into that deficit, heading into this fourth, and you could see it here.
Nice response by Gray, who's been really the playmaker, as we know her to be. 7 boards, 6 assists, just her second field goal in this game. Rose committed 9 fouls in the third and Mist capitalized with 10 free throw points. Vandersloot from the elbow. 62 all. Each team is 9 points away, and both clubs are in search of their first win of the season. Gray, pull up, butter, and 1 for Chelsea Gray.
This is what it's all about. The shot making on both ends, the hunger for both of these teams to make their way to the win column, and you better believe Chelsea Gray is going to come through with some big time shots. Good off the screen there. I think Edwards gets underneath her landing space just a little bit. Oh, look who's in the house. Jimmy Butler. He's been a huge fan and advocate of Unrivaled.
Chelsea Gray looks to come alive here in the fourth. 5 points in the quarter. Rose leads by 3. Winning score is 71. Jackson. Reese. Rookie class head-to-head. Nice finish by Rakia Jackson.
Strong off that one-legger. She does a great job with the fadeaway of keeping her body controlled.
Gray knows it's winning time. She keeps that voice very constant. Pull up. Stewart taps it out to Copper. They want to feed Reese. Angel working, spinning. Rebound is finally controlled by Vandersloot. Courtney Vandersloot off to the races, spins, and a reach-in foul called on Copper. She believes she had all ball. That's the third personal on Kalia Copper. While the quarter is untimed, the shot clock remains on. Reset to 12 on the 18-second shot clock. Around the world, Courtney Vandersloot for 2.
Savvy, because Reese was concerned about where Stewart was at. Chelsea Gray in the middle there as well. It left Vandersloot wide open for the layup.
Gray behind the back, pulls up. Chelsea Gray lead back to Rose. Both squads hungry for the first win of the season. And how about Mist battling on the second day of a back-to-back? The co-founder wants a win. She is fouled. Stewart is going to the line. Or she is 0 for 1 today.
Mist continues to take advantage of the switches by Rose, and you see the mismatches on the inside, utilizing their size. Chelsea Gray battling on the instance of that possession, but Brianna Stewart is a lot to handle when she gets that deep in the paint.
A career 84% free throw shooter in 8 professional seasons. 0 for 2 now, Brianna Stewart. That was worth 2 points. Mist remains down 1. Gray got a step, puts it in the air. Long board to Stewart. Lloyd is hustling on the other side. Stewart gallops in. Brianna Stewart, no. Rebound to Stevens.
Good hands by Gray getting a touch on the ball.
Chelsea Gray puts the stop sign up. All right, let's regroup. Copper, the screen. Gray assessing, looking to feed it. Into Stevens, pounding the basketball. Azare Stevens. Lloyd, great D. Stevens is fouled. 1 for 2 coming up. With a chance to put Rose within 2 points of winning this game.
Miss switch off of that ball screen, and Gray feeds it perfectly into Stevens. She can't get it to go, but she does have this opportunity here at the line.
Azare Stevens, 1 for 1 today at the stripe. Such a solid big off the bench for Rose Basketball Club. Rattles it in, 69-66. A stop and a score for Rose. It seals its first win. Jewel Lloyd and Brianna Stewart, they have championship pedigree. Lloyd looking to feed it. And the swing pass turned over by Mist, and Rose can win it on this trip. Nola Henry decides, let's call a timeout and draw something up.
Go one-on-one, so Island. I think it should be let's do Y inverted, push away. Okay. My board. Seal the deal right here. Get your breather. It's us. We're taking it out here. Let's get.
We're advancing, right?
We're advancing it.
No turnovers.
Let's go wide inverted, right? So let's go Chelsea, take it out, right? Make a good decision. Let's go Kai here. Let's go Z here, right? Kai, come get Z. Z, get the first catch, right? Chelsea, once you come in, Kai, guard to guard, ghost out of it. Can you get downhill, or what do you have? See what we have? It's just wide inverted. Yeah, I think 2 people are going to go to the ball. Right over? Got you. Wait. We got it. Go ahead. Yep. Yes. Yes. Exactly. To Chelsea.
She's going out. Go.
Got it?
Here we go. Execute right here, y'all. Defense, what the
defense.
Y'all want to advance the ball?
Yes. Yes, this side.
We can't.
No, they said we could pick.
Because the ball went out over there, I have to do it on that side.
Right.
There's a word that it feels like every player and coaches use as we sit down with them in our meeting, and it's collaborative. And you see it there in that possession, talking to this play, what they want to do. Nola Henry drawing up the possession, the inbound. Chelsea Gray as well, adding in, taking the clipboard. It is going to be interesting to see how this works. Of course, you put the ball in Chelsea Gray's hands here out of bounds, but if Copper is setting the screen for Stevens, that's the anticipation that focus will be on the ball and allows for both Copper and Gray to then come off and make a play.
Here we go. Next basket for Rose, wins it. Gray, behind the back dribble, follow away jumper for the win. Chelsea Gray delivers for Rose. 9 fourth quarter points for Chelsea Gray. She knew it was winning time.
She's got 3 titles, a 6-time All-Star, and she told us this morning, I hate losing, and you could see it in the way that she played here in the fourth quarter. Ball in her hands, step back on Jackson. She's imposed her will on this one, and this is a big-time shot from a big-time player. Yeah, shake it off, Chelsea. Congrats on that win.
That's tough by Chelsea Gray. A complete stat sheet tonight. 12 points, 7 boards, 6 assists. She is standing by with Taylor Rooks.
Big shot. Chelsea Gray right here. Huge win. It was a hard-fought one. What gave you the edge in those final minutes?
Man, we needed a win. Our bench came in and gave us a lot of energy in that third quarter, and so we needed to get it done.
And great offensive performance. I mean, I spoke to Lexi Hull during the game. Kalia Copper was outstanding. Just talk about how this team came together in this offensive effort.
we always say that's big Lexi, not the little. So she came in and put the team on our back in the first half. She had great cuts on both ends of the floor, so we needed that, and we got the win.
We know you're a champion. We know you're a winner. And today you told us, I hate losing. Got the first win for the Rose in the Unrivaled League. How do you want this one to set the tone moving forward?
A lot of times you just need that first one. And so that's under our belt, and we're going to try to get one on Monday.
Big Chelsea, thank you so much. Back to you, Brenda.
The assist of the game is presented by State Farm. Chelsea Gray, what a surprise, the point guard.
She's had a lot of them here tonight, but this was a beauty to Lexi Hall. Cut right up the gut. They did a great job of reading one another and the defense, and what a play.
71-66 is our final score. Rose with its first win. Mist falls to 0-4. For Taylor Rooks, Sarah Kustok, and our entire team, I'm Brendan Glasheen. Stay with us after the break. We look ahead to Game 2 of our doubleheader. Phantom versus Lunar Owls. It's Unrivaled on True TV, presented by Samsung Galaxy. Don't touch that dial. We'll be right back.
My new car. Please bring me good juju.
And
You need
we're
good
happy
juju? Juju
for
what?
our Rose BC team. I hope you guys are all doing well today. I will see you guys tomorrow at 3 p.m. for the LSU versus Texas A&M game, and then Monday at 7:30 p.m. Central for the Rose BC next game, okay? So if you're only here to watch Rose BC, you can come back on Monday at 7:30 p.m. Central, and then if you watch LSU with us and you're a member, you can watch tomorrow at 3 p.m. We're going to watch LSU versus LSU women's basketball. I hope you guys have a good night. I wasn't on much because my voice, so love you guys and have a good night. See you guys tomorrow.